y'all. So I just took down my hair, so I look a little... I got work in a minute, so I'm just gonna try to tell the story time a little fast. Tell the story time about how this happened literally in the summertime. So school just started, so this just happened, but yeah, people low-key waiting on the story time, so I'm like, let me just get this out. This is gonna be an ongoing story time because it never ended. It's not even, it's not over till I get my back. So boom, this is story time about how I got jumped and a dude hit me too. Like, I got jumped by basically 2 girls and a nigga. I'll tell a story time, but it's gonna be a little bit dragged out. I'm trying to like get to the point and be quick because it's gonna be dragged out. Like, it's a long story time because, you know, it come with backstories and everything. Like, this is a juicy story time. So grab your popcorn, or I don't know, because I don't really eat popcorn like that, but grab your popcorn, your snacks, your whatever, and let's go. Me personally, 13 cookies from McDonald's gonna get me right. So I'm gonna tell y'all the backstory. I don't give a fuck about name dropping, but I'm not giving nobody no clout, so I'm just finna give them nicknames. So I got like 2 backstories that low-key is like, it's gonna add up. Like, you gotta see like where we getting from. So basically, I'm gonna start off on how I fell out with her and I got back cool with her, because I fell out with her, I got back cool with her, and then we fell out in fall. So this is how we fell out in the first place. So basically, long story short, we know each other because y'all know I move a lot, but at some point where I live now, I used to live down here and I used to go to school with them before until I moved and I came back. So I used to go to school with her sisters, whatever. Like, I used to be cool with them. One of her other sisters used to be our babysitter, so like I know her family. My dad and her mom are like best friends, but I don't know anymore after the situation, but they used to be like best friends. My mom and her dad, I don't know. My mom and her dad used to be like best friends, and then her dad and my mom were like, you know, too. So yeah, so I always knew her kinda, and yeah. Anywho, her nickname in the story time is gonna be Ariel. Yeah, so let's get into it. The first time me and her fell out, this is what happened, yeah. So I was dating this boy, right? No, it was not over a boy. I was dating this boy, and he had an ex-girlfriend. He had an ex something that he used to mess with, and she was like, she didn't like me because I was dating him. I don't really know, but she was a little bit younger than us too, so I was like, no shade, not trying to pay her no attention. I don't know how much younger she was. I hope she wasn't that young, but you know, because he was talking to her, but I know she was just a little bit younger than us, and she was kind of just, I don't know, I just didn't pay her no attention. And apparently she used to clap at me on Snapchat. I don't know, like throw shade or something, but that's a story for another day. If y'all go watch that story time about me getting when I said my boyfriend had jumped in my fight and I got snuck, that was him. So, and like I said, if y'all watch that story time, y'all know I used to be in so much drama because I was dating him, and this was just another thing. Like, this was another girl that he used to entertain, but like, I don't know, but it was somebody he used to mess with. And Ariel, mind y'all, we was like on and off friends growing up, on and off friends. Around this time we had got back cool because I moved back down here. I moved back down here freshman year, but not here specifically. I moved like 30 minutes away with my mom because I was living with my dad, and I came back and I went with my mom, but she's like 30-40 minutes from here. So keep that in mind. At this time I was like 30-40 minutes out, so I came back, but I wasn't really back. Like, I was just closer. So that's how I got back cool with everybody though, because I came back down this way because my dad lived like farther out. So boom, where was I? Oh, okay, so I got back cool with her and like some other girls. Boom, she wanted, like, bro, this is one of the nicknames. We have so many nicknames for this girl, but one of them is the bestie hopper. She's a bestie hopper. Like, the bitch, she has to have a best friend. So she wanted to ask me to be her best friend or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. And we was never really best friends. It was just a title. Like, that bitch was no bestie to me for real. It was just a title that she wanted to have. So I'm like, cool, you can be my best friend. So boom, we like best friend, FaceTiming. We just close, like a little bit. So one day she was like, oh, bestie, like, that girl keep popping on you at Snapchat about you and your nigga. And I'm like, yeah, she be talking a lot, but I just be like ignoring it. Like, I don't really care for real. Like, I don't care. And she was like, no, she keep talking about you, da 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 da. I don't remember what was going on, but I don't think I was even on my phone that much at the time. All I know is next thing you motherfucking know, we is in a group chat arguing. Everybody's in a group chat arguing because she decided to go on Snapchat and clap back at her, which I don't care because I'm not scary. But keep this in mind. She went and clapped back at her. I was minding my business. Y'all. I'm not playing. Like, she was, I guess she was throwing subs or something, but I was barely even seeing it. Like, I wasn't even paying attention that much. I was not even on my phone that much. So, next thing you know, I get added to a group chat, and it's me, Ariel. Ariel has a sister. I'm going to name her Andy. Ariel has a sister named Andy, which I was more closer with her growing up, to be honest, but as we got older, like, we're not really that close anymore. But keep in mind, it was me, Ariel, Andy, and then my friend. I'm going to call her my friend. But at this time, she was more of their friend. Like, she low-key just got brought around me by them. But right now, it's me and her are friends now, and we don't really talk to them, if that makes sense. Call her my friend. Like, I'm not going to give her a name, but it was us four, because we was like a 4 out of 4 group at the time. Mind you, I'm a senior now. This was like freshman year, so we like a 4 out of 4 group. And then it was against the girl that didn't like me over the boy, her friend, and boom, it was this girl. I'm friends with her now. We're cool now, but it was my friend's sister. No, this story too justy, but it was my friend's sister because they didn't used to like each other or something. I don't know. That's not my business. But so it was us 4 and them 3. So we popping it in a group chat. But mind you, my friend's sister, that was like with them, she beat up Ariel already. Like, I'm talking about, it's not my business to I'm not gonna put the video up here because it's not my fight, but she already whipped her through the hallways at school previous year, I guess. So they basically saying that to us, like, oh bitch, but you already got your ass beat. Like, you already got your ass beat, and this and that. I'm low-key not knowing what to say, 'cause girl, you did get beat up. But you know, that's my friend at the time, so I'm like, okay, whatever, like, we can just, like, they can get a rematch. Like, I'm trying to, like, help her. Like, they gonna have to get a rematch then because, like, you know. So I'm trying to help her, but she did get beat up. So they talking about that, and then I don't know, it was just like a back and forth. Like, it was just a 4v3 argument, and niggas was talking about fighting and this and that. Mind you, we never ended up fighting, but this one day we had a sleepover. It was us 4, and it was my cousins. Mind you, Andy and Ariel, like I said, their family and my family is close, so they are cousins with my cousins. But so we used to claim cousin title, but they're really not my cousins. They just have the same cousins as me. But keep in mind, my cousins are my actual cousins. Like, our moms are sisters. They're cousins with them on some other shit. Like, not, it's like cousins of cousins. I don't know. Like, they're not, like, those are my first cousins, but they're not first cousins. Yeah, so it was all of us, my cousins, in the 4 out of 4. We had this big sleepover, and it was like, what was it? Oh, y'all know around the time when those things was going around where you get assigned a number? No, you get assigned a color and you bring that. That's what we did. So we everybody got assigned a color and we brought the snacks. Keep in mind, I don't like throwing stuff in nobody's face, but this is what I mean by you can't help a motherfucker out because it be the same people you help that backdoor you. Like, ho, you didn't even have no money for real to even get the snacks. So the whole time I paid for me and Ariel snacks. I don't know if that was like wrong for me to say, but I don't give a fuck because I don't fuck with her at all no more. So yeah, I'm paying for her snacks and everything. I'm the one who brought both her snacks. So really, I had color blue and red. For real, I had color blue and red. But I wanted her to participate, so bro, let me stop playing around. But I wanted her to participate, so yeah, I did. I bought her snacks and stuff. This is like, I'm always helping hoes out. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, so boom. So we had that sleepover. Long story short, one of the girls, the one that originally didn't like me, she had texted us off this fake account or something talking about, well, it was like her backup account, and I think she said something like she wanna fight, boom, dropped the addy. Well, not my address, but like, I gave her address to somewhere by me, and then I'm like, okay, we can cool it, we can meet up and meet, and we can fight. Mind drop. It was giving hoes they want to fight. For everybody that I was with, it was giving like, some of them was like, well, if you get jump, we'll jump in. Whole time, I feel like Ariel should be out there fighting, because bitch, you was arguing with the bitch for real. Like, you was arguing with her for real. Like, she didn't like me. This all stemmed from her not liking me. But I wasn't entertaining it. You chose to hop on the net and get the arguing, but boom, I'm not caring. Like, I'm not scary. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm the only nigga. Like, I'm getting dressed. Like, I'm getting ready to fight. Ain't nobody really moving for real. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just feel like she should have been really the one moving, because she the one who popped them gums the most. And like I said, she got a lot of nicknames. you know, Bestie Hopper and Messy Boots is the other one. Like, she's so fucking messy because we wouldn't even been in this shit if she wasn't popping them gums from the get-go. So, boom, it was good if she wanted me to go and fight. So, I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. Boom, we never ended up fighting because the girls tried to say she never said she was coming or... I don't know, it was some bullshit, but we ain't end up fighting nobody. But, anywho, fast forward, my birthday comes around. This is like my 15th birthday. I invite them to come to my birthday. Already y'all talking about... I've never been a kid, y'all. I've never been a kid to party, drink, smoke. I've never been none of that. Like, I just started getting into partying a little bit, and like, it's not nothing, like, I really like. Like, I'm not really into that. But, so she on some shit, like, I'm not coming because we need to drink. Like, she's like, we need to drink, and we need some older girls to come around. Like, we need to turn up. And I'm like, well, it's not really that party. Everybody that's at the party is, like, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Like, we're so young at this time. I'm like, girl, this not that party, but, like... whatever. So she ain't want to come. Her sister Andy ended up coming. My friend, I forgot why, but she ain't really come. But I wasn't that close to her at the time, so that don't really matter. But she ain't come for, I forgot why. But Andy, the only one that came out the 4 out of 4, and it was my cousins again. So it was like the same people, but just less people this time. But Andy brought us a friend this time, and I knew the friend. We all knew the friend because we used to go to school with her. But so I'm like, okay, cool, you can bring her. I don't really care. Mind y'all, she brought a friend. I'm not even trying to get into the story time that much. But long story short, boom, we had like a cool night. My mom made nachos. We was turning up. We was having fun. I didn't brought a projector. I don't even know. We didn't even know how to work the projector. So we was trying to watch something on the projector, but it wasn't working. So we ended up making brownies and watching scary movies on the TV. We went out to the movies, but I guess at a certain time you can't be there unless you're 18 plus. So we ended up hanging out outside and we making TikToks and we met these girls. Like, we were just having fun or whatever, like as kids should, and we was actually having fun. Fast forward the next day, the sleepover got dragged out, so it ended up being multiple days because it was in the summertime. So the next day, the second day, the Andy and her friend ended up leaving because Andy's friend needed to go to a hair appointment. They was talking about how they was gonna come back, but mind y'all, like I said, my mom lives like 30-40 minutes away from everybody, so they was going 30-40 minutes back home and saying they were gonna come back. So my cousins was telling Andy, because that's their cousin, like, girl, you can stay if you want to stay, and you can just come home with us when we leave. You can come home with us. She was like, no, I'm gonna just go with her and I'm gonna come back. We're all gonna come back. So I'm like, cool, that's cool. They end up not coming back, but we end up like still having fun because, like, you know, like, what? So we have fun. We make a TikTok. This one TikTok we made where we pour water on one of my cousins. We had to pour like a whole bunch of water on her. I don't know. It was like, I don't know, I could put receipts on the screen, but I end up sending it to Andy because she's not there, you know. So she's not there, so I'm trying to like keep her updated on what we're doing. I'm like, and it was funny, so I sent her to TikTok and she's gonna be like, basically she got mad and was like, y'all start doing stuff when we left, or y'all start want to have fun when we left. Y'all wasn't trying to do that when we was there. And I was like, what? Bruh, like, this is why I don't get along with females, because it just be so random. Like, so I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? So we're all like, what is she talking about? Like, she acted like we were supposed to like just be bored because she left. No shade, you ain't stopping the party. Like, we still gonna have fun. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't remember. Either I said, girl, like, what, or I ignored her. It was one of the two. I think I said something like, what are you talking about? Like, I either popped off or I ignored her, and I don't remember which one it is. Because I know my body. I did either or. It was no in between. I either got mad or I ignored her. Anywho, so she kind of had like an attitude. But long story short, something happened. Some bullshit happened where one of the girls that we was with, mind y'all, if y'all go watch my story time when I said my closest friend stole from me, that's one of the cousins I'm talking about. She ain't even my cousin for real, but she was with us, okay? She was with us, and somebody slid up on her story and was like, why are you with that girl? She tried to jump me. She was talking about the girl Andy brung. So she's talking about Andy's friend. Mind y'all, none of us fuck with her for real, so we don't really care. So the girl, she texts Andy and says, oh, my cousin said that your friend tried to jump her. I don't know what the fuck she texted her that for, because I feel like it should just been ignored. Like, okay, we don't hang with her. Just tell her like she was just there just to be there. I don't know what she was asking questions for. So she gonna ask Andy and say, oh, my cousin said that your friend tried to jump her or something. Then it just turned into a big ass argument, and all I know is Andy's friend got the text at me. Bruh, I don't know why I'm always getting put in shit. I don't know. But she texts me talking about I didn't try to jump nobody. I'm like, girl, who the fuck are you talking to? Because it's not even about me. This don't even have nothing to do with me. What are we arguing for anyways? Like, this is not our beef. That's why I kept saying, I said y'all mad because she tried to jump somebody. She ain't trying to jump us. So it don't matter. So we over here arguing over other people beef. So that's why I was getting mad, because I'm like, first of all, don't text my phone, because da-da-da-da. So then she got to talking like, well, Andy said. She kept saying Andy said this, Andy said that. So I said, Andy's messy. Wait, I'm cracking myself up. Andy's messy, because I said, get off my phone. Andy's messy, because why does Andy's, like, why am I in this? So next thing you know, Andy texts me talking about, how am I messy, this, and that. I said, girl, you're messy because your friend's telling me that you said this, and that, when this shit don't have nothing to do with us. Like, literally, like, it's like ever since she got mad that we started having fun when she left, which her words, we started having fun when she left, and it's like ever since then they just had an attitude. So boom, it turned into like a big ass argument. Long story short, mind y'all, they still ain't come back. So me and my cousins, we petty, no shade. And like I said, that's why I said they're my cousins, like my first cousins, and they're just cousins with them from however. I don't know. But so in this situation, it was all of us against them two. And we ended up, one of them left the jacket. We didn't know who jacket it was, but we set that bitch on fire. That's how bad the argument got. We set that bitch on fire. We sent them a video. We put everybody in a group chat. We sent them the video of the jacket, and we said, come get it back in blood. So that's when it really got heated. That's when they was really, really mad. So then this when Ariel come back in. Mind y'all, she didn't want to come to the birthday because it wasn't lit enough for her, and it wasn't gonna be bottles and shit. So she come trying to pop her gums at me, talking about, y'all talking about my sister, or how my sister messy, and da. Like, she's trying to clap at me. And I'm just trying to figure out, why the fuck is everybody falling out over somebody else's beef? Like, that's what was making me really mad. Like, we're doing all this just because somebody said somebody was trying to jump them. And it had nothing to do with nobody at the sleepover. Nobody was like, well, the girl that she brought, Andy's friend, apparently was the one trying to jump people. But that's not our beef. She ain't trying to jump us. Like, I'm confused on why it does. We all arguing because a bitch said she was gonna get jumped by somebody. Okay, you didn't. Like, it was just so irritating. So she tried to clap at me, and I'm just cutting to her because niggas, like, people be trying to play me for them. Like, I'm just some hoe. But I'm clapping at her like, girl, get off my phone, shut your ass up. Like, bitch, I said she messy, and what about it? So then she, like, trying to throw stuff in my face. So this is when this comes in play. This is when the argument, when I said we were in a group arguing with those girls, the one that didn't like me over the boy, this is when it's coming in play. She gonna say, oh, didn't you need us to help you argue? Need who? Need who? Didn't I need who? She gonna say you needed us to argue. Baby, that wasn't even my argument. What are you talking about? I got added to that group chat. It stemmed from her not liking me over a boy. You were clapping back at her on the internet, and we ended up in a group chat. So what are you talking about? And then she basically trying to call me scary, talking about, I don't know how I was scary, because no shade, like I said, I was the only one up and ready to fight when we was at the sleepover. And what the fuck, how did I need you to argue, nigga? That was your argument, for real. You added me to that shit. That was your argument. You were going back and forth with her on Snapchat, not me. So then I'm sorry, but I don't throw stuff in people's face. But when you throw something in my face, we're done. Like, I could argue with my friends all day, but as soon as you get to trying to do all that weird shit, we're done. And that was what made me mad, because she kept talking about I was scary and all this other shit. So boom, I'm not arguing with no bitch I used to be friends with, baby, because I know you for real. I know you for real. So I'm like, okay, we scary, right? So y'all remember how I said my friend, sister, one of the girls we was arguing with, my friend's sister, we was arguing with her, but she beat up the other girl. Remember when I said that? Okay, so I'm like, but didn't you get beat up though? So I'm like, if anybody need to be fighting, it's y'all, because y'all need to be going to get y'all lick back. That's why I said y'all need to go get y'all lick back. Because at the end of the day, we was doing all this arguing, but that shit don't mean shit to me. Like, I could argue with bitches all the time. Like, no bitch can get me on my character for real, for me to want to fight you that bad. I can say it all day, like, oh, bitch, I'll fight you, da. We can argue all day, bro. We can argue all day, but I don't care that much. Like, if you don't put your hands on me, you're not bothering me. Like, you're not bothering me. Like, bitches, all bitches know is fight. Me, personally, I don't care. I don't care. You can say what you want to say about me. Like, I don't care that much to fight nobody. I really don't care. Like, you gotta make me really, really mad for me to want to fight you, right? And which Ariel did at the end of the story. But at this time, I'm like, girl, all we did was argue in the group chat. Yo, my shit keep ending, so I'm finna have to hurry up. Plus, I gotta get ready for work soon. Oh, basically, I was just telling her, like, girl, I didn't need you to argue, okay? Like, I didn't need you to argue. I don't know where she got that from. She pulled it out her ass. So that's what really made me mad. Boom, boom, boom. So, boom, done. That's the backstory. Now we're finna get into this school year last year. So, anywho, my cousins ended up going back to school because this was over summer, right? So, they went back to school, and they ended up getting back cool with them because that's their cousin. So, like I said, nothing can get me on my body that mad. Like, I will never stay mad at nobody that long. Like, you really gotta make me mad for me to really not like you no more. Like, You know, like I said, as long as you don't put my hands on me, I don't care. We could argue and fall back. We can fall out, fall back. Like, I don't really care. As long as you don't put my hands on me, as long as you don't put your hands on me, we're good. So they got back cool with them, which I didn't care. Like I said, it was a petty argument. It's not beef for real. So they got back cool with them because they go to school with them. Mind y'all, I still live 30-40 minutes away. So I'm like living my life. Like, I'm not worried about the shit no more. It's not that serious. Boom. I end up moving down here, back down here. So now I go to school with everybody, right? So boom. Last year I came back to the school. And I don't know, it was kind of like weird energy. I feel like we just didn't know like whether if we was gonna be back cool or not. Like I think everybody was kind of just like, is we cool or is we still beefing type shit. And mind you, in my head, I'm like, if they talk to me, we can be cool. If they don't talk to me, I don't really care. Like, I don't care. But anywho, it was another girl at school that me and Ariel didn't like. Mind you, me and Ariel, we weren't cool at this time, but we didn't like this girl, apparently. And we didn't like her because, long story short, I had a boy best friend that I made at the school. The one that was 30-40 minutes away when I was living with my mom. I had made a boy best friend. That story is going to come up. It was some weird shit, but him and Ariel used to fuck around. They used to mess around with each other or whatever. Him and Ariel used to mess around with each other, but he was just my best friend. But mind you, I wasn't talking to Ariel for real at this time, but I knew they was messing around because I think he would tell me because he was my best friend. But it wasn't nothing for real with me and him, so like it wasn't like that. Like I didn't really care because me and him were actually just friends. But they were messing around, and I think I knew because of him though. But anyways, that's something me and Ariel had in common because nobody for real at our school knew him but us, because she used to mess with him and he was my best friend because I was going to school with him before I came back down here. So boom, it was this girl another girl he was messing with that goes to that school. Don't ask me why. I don't know how he even met them girls that go to school all the way down here, but he was messing with another girl that goes to that school too. So when I got to that school, I was supposed to fight her because I only got in an argument with her because he was basically on some stuff like best friend, she did this and that. So he put me in a group chat. I cussed her out trying to defend my best friend, but it wasn't nothing that serious. And next thing you know, I went to a fair down here. I came down here to go to one of their fairs, and somebody said, oh, she looking for you. She said she want to fight you. So I'm like, okay, where's she at? I didn't see her. They was like, oh, she's not here anymore. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to the fair again, like the next day. I see her, and I said something like, I'm like, so, like, she walking past with her friends, but I look at her like, you know, like, what's up? And then niggas tell me, no, you're not finna fight. So I'm like, okay, cool. And next thing you know, vanished. The girl wasn't even at the fair no more. So obviously she didn't want to fight. So boom, I left it alone. Then boom, we came, like I said, back to what I said. We came back to school. Basically, like I said, I'm not pressed to fight nobody. Like, I don't care. Like, we can argue all day. I don't care. Like, I don't care that much. So I'm really in school. I came to school with bitches I don't like. So I'm kind of already knowing. I'm thinking like I'm probably finna be fighting because I didn't feel out with a lot of these girls and then switch to their school. Like, but no, they don't get down like that. Like, they really scary. So I didn't even end up fighting. So at least not in that school year. But y'all go see it. I got jumped. Anywho, all I know is on the first days of school, Ariel and the girl end up getting into this big ass argument. Mind you, I don't know exactly what they was beefing for, but I'm assuming it's over the boy because they both messed with him or something. But they got into this big ass argument outside of my classroom, supposedly. Like, this is what people was telling me. Mind you, I didn't hear that shit. I was probably in class doing my work because I didn't hear it. But apparently it was like a big circle and they was arguing, clapping in each other's faces and shit. I don't know. Like, this is what people was telling me. And apparently people were saying, do y'all want me to get Saya? Do y'all want me to get Saya? Because she'll fight. Because they was like, she don't like her either. Ariel, she don't like her either. I'm confused on who the fuck even said that because I'm not fighting for no bitch. Because it was giving Ariel was too scared to fight the girl, so they was going to get me because they knew I would do it. But it's like, if I'm going to fight her, it's going to be because of me. I'm not fighting her because this bitch scared to fight her. That bitch ain't my friend no more. So they on some shit like, we can get Saya because she'll fight her. She don't like her. She'll actually fight her, like, you know? And she's like, oh, I guess she got to say, I don't need Saya to fight for me or something. She said, she told somebody she didn't need me to fight. I don't know. This is a story that niggas was telling me. So I'm like, if anybody would have came up in my classroom and asked me to come fight for her, I would have fought they motherfucking ass. Don't ask me to fight for no bitch. So I don't know who thought I was going to go out there and fight for any bitch, but no, I wasn't. Yeah, so that's apparently the story I got told. But anywho, all I know is this is how me and her got back cool. Because she ended up texting me. Or did I text her? I don't know. I think she texted me because I don't know what I would text her for. But all I know is we ended up talking about it. And I think she basically, I feel like she was trying to get me to fight, even though she just ran her mouth and said, I don't need Saya to fight for me. I don't need Saya to fight for me. It was low-key giving. She texted me after trying to get me to fight. Like, it was giving, she just wanted to see, like, what type of time I'm on. So she telling me what's going on. She don't fuck with her. How they was arguing, this, and that. Whole time in the back of my head, I'm like, girl, I don't care. Like, I'm not one of those girls. Like, we're not finna be friends because we don't like the same girl. Girl, I don't like you or her. I don't care if we don't like the same girl. But so it's giving she wanted to be friends because we didn't like the same girl and shit. And I'm just like, okay. So boom, I told her, I'm like, girl, I'm not stressing that shit. I said, I'm gonna beat her. I said, I'm going to beat her before the school year is over with. Boom, said and done. Therefore, right now, I'm minding my business. She's not saying nothing to me. I'm not gonna say nothing to her. But I'm gonna tap that ass before the end of the school year. That's what I said. More of the story, I didn't end up fighting her because for one, she switched schools, and for two, it was just like, I don't know, like it didn't, like I'm seeing her in the hallway. She'll accidentally bump into me and be like, sorry, like, you know how girls be. So she like, sorry, and all this other shit. I'm not bullying nobody, and I'm not making nobody fight me. So it was given she didn't want problems with me and all of this shit. So I just let it go. I'm fighting that girl. Me and Ariel, we end up getting back cool. Boom. So everybody's cool. Everybody's, you know, like everybody's back cool, whatever. I'm hanging with her in the hallways, whatever. We're cool back again. Boom, something happened. I got this job, right? Damn, it's a long story. I don't feel like telling this part, bro. But all I know is I got this job, mind you, with my friend. Mind you, I said my friend, which was their friend. Okay, me and her is finally, like, close. This is around the time we got back close. Like, we're close now. Like, probably closer than them, right? So, we're close. Mind you, they was best friends. Ariel and my friend were best friends until it wasn't. So this is what happened. My friend was trying to find a job, and I was trying to get her in at my job. Mind you, her sister worked there. Remember when I said my friend's sister who beat up Ariel? Okay, she worked there too, and I worked there, and their brother worked there. My ex, he works there, so we all three worked there. So boom, she's trying to get in because her brother worked there, I worked there, her sister worked there. She like, boom, my friend said she want to work there. So boom, we're trying to get her in. Mind y'all, everybody's trying to get into this job. Everybody's trying to get into this job. So boom, Ariel already has a job, but for some reason out the blue, she all of a sudden, mind y'all, at first she never said she wanted to work there. Like, she was cool working her job. Then all of a sudden, now that everybody's trying to get into the job, she's like, oh, I want to work with y'all too. And I don't know, like, I don't know if we're wrong for this, but basically we was telling her, like, you don't need to work there because, for one, the girl who beat you up works there, and she said she does not want her working there. She already told her, she said, no, she's not coming here, she's not working here. So we told her, because mind you, we're cool with her now, too. Like, it's because I was dating their brother, so, I don't know. Okay, I was dating her brother, so I got back cool with her. Because, like I said, my friend and her sister weren't talking to each other, but they got back cool, and then I was dating their brother, so I got back cool with the sister. I don't know if that's confusing, but all I know is everybody was back cool over here, okay? But she still don't fuck with Ariel. Like, the sister still don't fuck with Ariel, even though we're friends with Ariel now. So it's kind of like we like in between. So we're telling her, we're like, she said she don't want you working there, so we advise you to just not come there because no shade. Ariel's scared of her. Like, she don't want to fight her. She already got beat up by her. So it's like, why would you come working with her? And she just said she don't want you working there. Like, so we told her that. We was like, girl, you're not coming here because you're not coming here and stirring up drama. Like, no, like, this is a workplace. Like, we were saying that, like, we don't need to all work together. We already go to school together. We don't need that. We don't need drama at work. It's not like, it's not, no, everybody needs to come work together. Like, no, it's not that. On top of that, we was on some shit, like, it's already hard to get into the job. So we're telling her, like, you have a job. Our friend is trying to get a job. Like, she's, like, struggling to get a job. Like, nobody's fucking hiring. And you're going to come and make it even more difficult trying to get into the job. Like, it's like the more people trying to get into the job, the less chances she got. Like, that's what we were trying to tell her is, like, girl, you're just, like, you're another minor trying to get into the job. Like, you're just making it harder for her. So we was like, let her get the job first, and then you can come and try to get in the job. Because right now you have a job. So we were telling her, don't be greedy. Keep your job and, like, let her get the job. And then she kind of got in her feelings talking about, like, basically some shit like, nobody's running me out no job. Like, y'all talking about I can't work there because she don't. Okay, so she basically she was in her feelings talking about, I don't care about that girl not liking me. Like, I could work where I want to work. This, and that. And that's how we, like, all fell out. But mind you, so my friends basically, like, it wasn't really nothing to fall out about. But my friend was kind of on some shit. Like, that's my last straw with her. Like, I don't know what they had going on previously, but she was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done being friends with her. So I'm like, okay, cool. Because mind you, I'm not even cool here, Ariel like that. Like, I just got back cool with her because, like, everybody was getting back cool, whatever. I'm just kicking it with her at school. So I'm like, okay, you don't fuck with her? Cool. Talking to her. Like, it wasn't we didn't stop talking to her. She kind of, like, what she did was she went around the school basically saying we were weird. That's what happened. That's actually why niggas was mad, because she went around the school saying we were weird. We didn't want her to work with us. We were being, like, basically, like, we were being mean to her. But we're like, girl, you're not finna come bringing bad energy in here. Like, she don't like you. Why would you come and work with her? Like, that's just doing too much. That's too much going on. Like, It's too much going on. Like, you're not coming here. Like, sorry, not sorry. And we already told her, we was like, we can't control you. If you want to come and work here and try to get a job, cool. But we're telling her, we don't want you to, because it's just going to be drama. And, like, you know, so she got in her feelings about it. She got telling everybody that we was weird. So everybody's coming up to telling us. It just got around the school. It was just so stupid, too. And then we were just like, okay, girl, like, you're doing too much. You could have talked to us about it. But then she tried to add us to a group chat with her big sister. This is the big sister who jumped me, by the way. But she added us to a group chat with her big sister. And her big sister trying to clock us, talking about she can work where she want to work. Talking all that shit. We was like, girl, nobody tell her she couldn't work there. We said if she wants to work there, go. But we advise her not to. Because what are you going to come get beat up again? She beat you up. Why do you want to work with somebody who beat you up? Don't even make sense. He said, girl, work where you want to work. We told you why you don't want you to work there. And if you was a friend, you would go work your fucking job that you have right now and let our friend get a chance to get in. Like, why are you trying to, like, you're being greedy. Why are you trying to keep getting into jobs? You already got a job. Like, work where you want to work. But we said what we said. Her sister popping her gums. Mind you, I'm already clocked her sister before, because at school she tried to check me. She gonna come up with me. She gonna come up to me with like 5 people. Yo, I'm not kidding. She was with a group of people. She gonna come up to me and basically ask me was I talking about her. And I was so confused. She thought I was talking about her because I got my hair done by this girl. And something happened. I don't know. Something happened. I don't even know what happened. But something happened between them. Like some he say, she say stuff. But she thought it had something to do with me because I was just at her house. Baby, I only went to her house to get my hair done. What are you talking about? Like, I was not up gossiping or none of that. So she gonna ask me, were you up talking about me? I was like, talking about you do what? Like, talking about you about what? And she was like, talking about how I do hair or something. I said, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, but don't come up to me checking me about shit. And those was my exact words. I said, I wasn't talking about you, but don't come up trying to check me about shit. And then she walked away. They all walked away. And she was like, she gonna mumble under her breath talking about, I wasn't even trying to check you. I was just asking a question. And she gonna walk away. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Like, people be trying to play in my face. So that's what happened with her sister. But anyways, they're in the group chat popping their gums. And we ended up just leaving it at that. Mind you, so after this, it was just like nobody was talking. Like, me and my friend were cool, and we just stopped talking to her, and she stopped talking to us, and we just kind of just separated, like segregated at school. And then this shit happened. This is when I started beefing her. So boom, she brings up the boy. She brings up the boy best friend, right? And this is what happened, because the boy best friend, it's just weird stuff, bro. I don't even want to say it for real, but like, it was just weird stuff with him. Like, he should try to, I don't know, he was just talking about, he was just doing shit I didn't want to do. Like, okay. Like, I don't know, like I don't really want to say it. Like, I really don't want to put it out there, but it was just, like, I call it harassing, but he's trying to make it seem like I'm dragging shit, but I really don't think I'm dragging shit. Like, if I'm telling you no, or I don't want to do this with you, I don't want to hang out with you, I don't want to see this, I want, like, you know, that's harassment to me, but I don't know, take it how you want to take it. But I'm telling, mind y'all, that's why I said me and Ariel, that's something we had in common, is we both talked to him, best friends, and she talked to him, and we was like, the nigga kind of weird, you know? So we used to talk about that sometimes, because we was the only people who knew him. So every time, like, he'll try to talk to me, or I'll tell her, like, girl, look. Or if he tried to talk to her, she'd be like, guess who just added me? Like, it was some shit like that. So this one time I had told her, because this was me and the boy broke up. He tried to spin back on some shit, trying to hang out with me or do something. I'm like, I don't want to. And long story short, he ended up sending me a video of him, his thing. And I was like, what the fuck? So I sent it to her. Well, I didn't send the video to her, but I told her, I'm like, bro, he just did this shit. Like, he's weird. This is my last straw with him. Like, he's making me uncomfortable. Like, I don't fuck with this. She was like, block him, girl, block him. So, mind y'all, me and him was cool for a long time. So, instead of blocking him, I left him on delivered. But then it hit me, and I ended up blocking him, like, the next day. So, I didn't block him like this, because I'm like, damn, like, it takes everything in me to cut people off, even though they're weird. Because other than him being on the weird shit, sometimes he was cool as fuck. Like, when he was being normal, we was cool. Like, we was best friends. But then when he would do the weird shit, like, it would make me uncomfortable, and I was just like, I don't know. So, boom. Anywho, so I end up blocking him. Long story short, boom. So, back to when we fell out. So, mind y'all, we mind our business. Like, it wasn't even no beef after that. It was just, okay, girl, you stay over there, we stay over there. So, me and my friend, we're cool. Her and her people, we just, like, we're not talking anymore for real. This girl gonna have the nerve. So, me and my friend have a class together. And she knows this. Ariel knows me and my friend is in this class together. She gonna text her why I'm sitting next to her and basically send a screenshot saying Sai is weird. I'm like, so my friend go, she was like, guess Ariel just texted me. I'm like, you're lying. She's like, and she said you're weird. I'm just like, you're lying. You lying now. You lying for real. So she's like, no, I'm for real. And it was like, she was like not trying to show me. So I'm like, is she playing? Did she show me? Basically, Ariel texted the guy. I don't know why she did this, because this was like weeks afterwards. But she texted the guy talking about, basically asking him, was it true? Basically, so she's like, Saya said you sent her this, da 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 da, and then he getting his feelings. So he talking about, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, he pops off talking about, she was sending me stuff too, da 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 da. He just gets to popping off, like popping off. Mind you, I was friends with him for years. So when he was saying that, no shit, he might have been talking about something like from freshman, sophomore year. I don't know, but he got to saying something about, I was dating a boy when I was sending him. I don't know what he was talking about, but I got mad and I text him. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Mind you, she's trying to play connect the dots with my business. So she's trying to say, oh, what guy was she dating when she was talking to you? What guy was she dating? Trying to see if it was my ex, which is my friend's brother. So she's trying to stir up the pot, basically. Mind you, he confirmed it wasn't him. Because I'm like, confirm that shit right now. Because you ain't finna like make me fall out with my friends or make me look bad. Because the relationship, it had ended. Like, this is around the time when the relationship ended. So I'm like, bitch, you not finna make me look bad. So, because I was like, you could talk about them other niggas from the past, I don't really care, but this shit freshly happened, so you're not finna make it look like I was cheating on him or none of that. So she's talking about, was it the guy she was just with? He's like, no, it was somebody else. I don't even know what the fuck he talking about. All I said was, well, shit, if it's not him, bye. I don't give a fuck. I was like, I don't care. Like, if you just confirmed it wasn't him, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck about the other niggas you're talking about. So I really don't know what they was talking about, but he basically was like, she was sending me stuff, and she was dating this guy. Basically, he was trying to say something from a long time ago, but I really don't know what he's talking about. Like, I feel like he was in his feelings because she basically called him out for harassing me. So he's in his feelings trying to say, you don't know what you're talking about, clapping at her. And then she sent it to my friend talking about Saya's weird, basically saying that I'm lying, making it look like he was harassing me, but I was taking part in it. And I'm like, girl, I don't gotta lie about shit. I'm like, girl, shut the, like, you don't know that. What was making me mad is because I'm like, for one, what did you sending shit to my friend for? For two, what did you asking him about it for? Like, that's not y'all business. Like, bitch, as my friend, I trusted you to tell you what he did to me, and you're gonna try to make me look like I'm the bad guy. Like, bitch, you're weird. And then it was just given. I feel like she was trying to flip me and my friend against each other so she can get her friend back or something. I don't know what it was, but she was just being weird. And even my friend was like, why the fuck she sent this to me? Like, this ain't my business. So I'm confused because it's just not her business. Like, the whole situation ain't her business. Like, it's like, even if I was cheating, bitch, it wasn't your business. Even if I did send him something, it's not your business. Like, none of it's your fucking business. So it's like, what are you trying to play connect the motherfucking dots with my business for? And then she was loud and wrong. Like, everything she was saying was wrong. And he was even confirming the shit she was saying, it was wrong. The only thing he kept saying was, you did send me something, you did send me something. I'm like, okay, nigga, yeah, when you was pressuring me in freshman year, so stop trying to make it seem like shit's recent, nigga. Like, what? So I'm clapping at him, and he's basically, I texted him, and I get to clapping at him, and he like, well, I'm not in y'all shit, da da da, and all this other shit, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So I text her, and I tell her, bitch, I'm slapping you. No, what really made me mad, y'all, you remember when I said that our parents is friends? Why my dad text me? My dad, after I cussed her out, my dad texted me talking about, you sending stuff to boys? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I got so mad because I'm like, bitch, you're so loud and wrong, and now you're spreading it around, like, you're spreading false information around, like, why didn't you text me first? So I'm telling her, I'm like, for one, it's not your business. Like, I don't I'm getting mad again, y'all, because I'm like, I don't understand why she cared that much. Like, this is why people call her messy, because why do you even care to be going around asking this shit? You don't even fuck with this nigga. So what is you going around, what is you going to ask him what me and him had going? Like, why does that matter to you? Like, she be so loud and wrong. She be so ready to get some tea, but the bitch be getting pissed. Like, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm clocking her. I'm like, bitch, for one, you trying to connect the dots about some shit that don't got shit to do with you. For two, you're trying to connect the dots about shit that's old. You're trying to connect the dots. Like, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm like, bitch, I'm smack you, bro. I'm smack you when I see you. So I tell my dad the whole story. I'm like, no, she's loud and she's wrong and shit like that. And obviously my dad's a boy, and so he's just taking from it like, you better not be sending stuff to no nigga. Like that's like what my dad's saying. So it's making me more mad because, like, bitch, you got my parents tweaking. You got my parents tweaking about some shit that's not even true. Like, bitch, you don't even know what you're talking about. So then I tell my mom, I'm like, mom, beat her ass. Like, I said, mom, beat her ass, because my mom friends with her dad. So I'm like, mom, beat her ass. I'm beating her up. Like, I swear to God, I'm beating this bitch ass. I'm sending my mom the messages that going on between me and my dad. I'm like, look who she got. Dad texting me. I'm like, she got dad thinking that I'm doing this and that. I'm like, mom, I'm so mad. Like, I'm at school. She's sending screenshots around, making it look like I'm just doing this and I'm doing that. She don't even know what she's talking about. And I'm feeling bad because, like I said, y'all, I told her this, trusted her. Like, I'm telling her what this nigga is doing to me, what he's sending me and shit. And you flipping it around like I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm doing shit with this nigga. Bitch, you're weird. And it's not the first, like, she does shit like this with people all the time. Like, she's just messy. And apparently she was texting other girls too, like other victims, I guess, like girls that thought he was weird, that the dude was dealing with, basically she tried to make it seem like she was trying to connect the dots, like she an FBI or something, trying to see who all he harassed or something. Like, that's what she was making it seem like. And I was like, girl, I don't care. Like, leave me out of it. Leave me the fuck out of it, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You trying to play FBI and shit, bitch. You're not an FBI. Sit the fuck down. Like, she be so worried about other people's business, and it just pisses me. Like, there's something that irks my soul the most is people who don't know how to mind their business. Because I mind my business. If it don't have nothing to do with me, I don't really care. She loved, like, if she got paid to be in people's business, the bitch pockets would be booming. The bitch pockets would be booming, y'all. I'm not even playing. So that was my whole thing from it. Like, my whole thing was, girl, stay out of my business if you don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? So I'm texting her. Mind y'all, we in last hour. We're still at school. I'm texting my dad, trying to tell him, nigga, that's not true. I'm texting my mom, you better get your friend daughter because she's getting fucked up. I'm texting her, bitch, you're getting fucked up. And that's why I was mad. Because, like I said, y'all, words can't hurt me. But it was the whole rumor thing. Like, bitch, you got my parents in it now? Like, what? And then, like I said, her mom and my dad was cool. So her mom's telling my dad that I'm trying to fight her. And he's basically like, my dad told me don't fight nobody that don't want to fight me. Because she's popping it on Snapchat, right? But when we got out of class, this bitch, she usually at her locker. She was not at that locker, y'all. She grabbed her shit mighty fast. She must have asked the teacher to leave early or something. Because when I tell y'all, she wasn't at that locker when that bell rung. She had her book bag. And I seen her when I got downstairs. I seen her zooming out the room. I'm not talking about, she's speed walking out of the school. So I'm like, she don't want that for real. So I'm telling my dad, I said, I don't care, I'm still fighting her because she's running her mouth. And my dad was like, bro, if she don't want to fight you can't bully nobody. Like, don't fight nobody that don't want to fight. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm trying to let it go. But the bitch doing all of this on Snapchat, but then at school she just running. So boom, I see her at school again, and I didn't fight her. This is what happened. I was gonna fight her at school, but something in me was like, no. So boom, I go up to her and I'm like, so you want to fight now or later? I go up to her locker, I say, you want to fight now or you want to fight later? And I'm talking about, bitch, she black, but her face was red as shit. Her face was red as shit, y'all. She's like, can't even get her words out, talking about, we can fight later, I can't fight you right now. I'm like, okay. So I walk away, and then I think I end up telling her, like, we can fight after school, we're gonna meet up. So boom, I end up leaving school early, but I'm not scary. I said, okay, I always left school early. Like, me and my cousins never stayed at school. Like, we did not like school. So we end up leaving school early that day, but instead of going home, because it's like low-key far from the school, we went down the street and waited at my grandma's house. So I'm like, cool. I left school early, but I still want my fade. So I'm like, I'm still down here. It's not nothing for me to walk right up the street back to school and fight you. So boom, I'm texting her when school get out. I text her, I'm like, what's up? Like, I want to fight. She goes. She's not saying shit. My cousin, mind you, my cousin has Ariel and her big sister's location because that's her cousins and they're cool. So she like, oh girl, she not. They at home. I'm like, how the fuck you? Mind y'all, they live far as fuck. So I'm like, how the fuck you get home that fast? I'm like, she must have left school early ducking that fade because, like, bitch teleported home and they live far, y'all. Like, they live far. So I'm like, bro, ain't no way bitch is ducking like that. So I let it go. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna be pressed to fight her. So I ended up letting it go. But when I didn't let it go, I was basically on some shit like, I'm gonna just catch them when I catch them. Like, I'm not gonna fight her at school and I'm not gonna force her to fight me either. So I'm like, I'm just gonna let it go. No shit, I'm low-key picking with her. I'm like, I'm just letting her know, like, I'm beating your ass one day. Like, every time I see her in the hallway, I'm just like, yeah, like, you're getting that ass beat. And she in the hallway, like, scared of shit. Like, she, like, I'm talking about, bitch, when I come around, her smile disappears from her face. Like, it's not no joke. So, boom. She didn't want to fight me for real. It was, like, she was actually, like, I'm not even making this up. She was really scared to fight. But she's scared to fight anybody, like, that's the crazy thing is she runs her mouth so much, but she's so scared to fight, y'all. Like, she's so scared to fight. Like, it's crazy. So that's what irritated me, because I don't be pressed to fight nobody. Like I said that before, I don't be pressed to fight nobody. But it was just the fact that she was so messy what was making me mad. And then, mind y'all, other shit was coming around. It didn't have nothing to do with me. But people was, like, falling out with her because she was being messy again. Like, she was just spreading rumors, making stuff up about people, just doing shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I was like, I could let it go because she don't want to fight me, but no, I want to fight her because I'm like, every time I hear something new, every time I hear her name and something new, I'm like, bro, she need her ass beat. Like, you ever met somebody and just like, somebody need to whoop their ass, like it, that's her. Like, if y'all ever meet her, y'all would be like, oh my gosh, she need her ass beat. Like, it's just some people in the world that just need one good ass whooping. Just one good ass whooping. And I was feeling like, at the time, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be the one to do it. Y'all don't want to beat this, nobody want to beat her up? Okay, I will. I'm gonna take the, like, you feel me? That's how I was feeling. I'm like, I'm gonna do it because I can't stand her. That's how that happened. Boom, backstory done, y'all. The backstory is done. I'm just gonna wrap this up a little bit because I gotta get ready for work. But the next story time, the next video is gonna have to be the jumping part because, yeah, I can't get into that right now because the video is already too long. But so we're gonna get into it a little bit and I'm gonna end it. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but long story short, y'all, I'm not seeing her around. She ducking face. She not trying to fight. She ignoring me on a Snapchat. She ignoring me now. She don't want to fight, but she's still popping her shit to everybody else. Like, I'm hearing shit. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna leave you alone, but when I see you, it's that. Okay? When I see you, it's that. Boom. My cousin, one of our other cousins that's cool with them and us, she was having a birthday party. We found out, me and my friend found out we weren't invited to it. I'm like, damn. Whole time it's because them bitches was going. So, actually, remember when I said my first cousins was cousin with them? They fell out with them too. I forgot why. But the big sister, Ariel's big sister and my big cousin were like this. You know, they're cousins and they were like really close. They fell out because Ariel's big sister tried to make it seem like my cousin wasn't a good friend or some shit. I don't know. But they ended up falling out. So they don't fuck with her too. So they arguing at school low-key. Or like beefing a little bit at school too, a little bit. So it's kind of was like a us versus them type of thing at some point. So it's like, okay, so boom. So my other cousin, she ended up inviting us to the birthday. Not my first cousin, but like one of my other cousins. She ended up inviting us to the birthday. Cool, I'm looking like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And I found out it's because they were going. So, and she just didn't want problems at her party. So I'm like, okay, cool. So me and my friend was like, well, shit, why you invite, like, you should invite us. Like, fuck you inviting them boring ass hoes for. Like, nobody even liked them. So we clowned, like, girl, you could have invited us. Fuck you invite them for. And she was like, no, I really did want to invite you guys, but, like, they're going to be there, you know. And she was like, well, I heard that they're low-key not trying to come, so y'all can come. She was like, I'm going to let you guys know. This was like the night before the birthday. Mind you, this shit was planned for like weeks, I think. And then she let us know the night before. She like, I'm going to let y'all know if y'all can come. If they're not coming. We ended up buying gifts and everything. Like, me and my friend was hanging out. We ended up going to get her gifts and a card or whatever. We like, okay, if she let us come, then we'll come. If not, whatever. She ended up saying we can come. So we ended up going to the birthday. And mind y'all, they was not supposed to come. And I already told her, I'm like, I'm not going to fuck up your birthday. You know, if anything happens and they do end up coming, I'm not going to fuck up your birthday. Like, I don't want that for you. Like, I'm not fucking up your birthday. I let that be clear. But everybody knows I still want to fight Ariel. So, why do they call my cousin and basically like, oh, what's up? What are y'all doing? I'm hearing them. Me and my friend like, wait. Because they're not supposed to be coming. Why hear who all over there? My cousin says who's all over there, including us. She says it's all over there. They say that they coming. I said, girl, like, so we low-key blaming her too at the end of the situation. Because we was like, girl, you wasn't even supposed to have us in the same building in the first place. It was supposed to be either they come or we come. We wasn't supposed to all be there. So you couldn't even be mad that niggas fucked up your birthday. Because it was supposed to be a us or them. You feel me? You was supposed to be us or them. You feel me? So, I don't know. We was like, you can't be scared to tell niggas get the fuck about your birthday. You could have told us to get the fuck out or you could have told them they can't come. I don't care. But one of us can't be here or your shit is getting torn up. You feel me? But let me stop playing because I was still telling her, I'm like, girl, I'm not going to fuck up your birthday. I'm not going to fuck up your birthday. It ended up, everybody low-key, like, it's tension. Like, everybody knows it's going to be a fight. Like, everybody kind of like, damn. Like, Saya, you going to fight her? I'm like, I don't want to fight her inside. Like, I'm going to tell her to go outside. So, it's over. Like, I can't tell you no more. All I know is in the next scene, I got jumped. So y'all better like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned. Tell me if y'all like my story times because I got a lot more story times coming. I have to go to work, so I do have to end this video. But it gets juicy. Like, if you thought this part was juicy, the next part is juicy. Juicy. Okay? So yeah, I'm finna go. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next part. There might be a part 3. I feel like I could fit everything into part 2 though. But like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all share this video. Y'all gotta get these views jumping. If y'all like part 2, y'all better share this motherfucking video. and get these views jumping. So